everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central, the only place on the internet all your Jeff Bowles entertainment turns into a fish and talks to people. Sends sound waves through the water like woo, 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 something like that. You know what I'm talking about, where we checked out the Aquaman movie, the latest entry in the DC Extended Universe family of family-friendly DC movies, Justice League type stuff. I'm sitting here in front of a beautiful ocean landscape to really help sell this. Now, this is flat, man. This is fucking flat. But, we can maybe pretend that some of these distant hills are waves, maybe. So, how is the Aquaman movie? Oh, it's a great movie. It's not. It's not horrible. It's not horrible, but it's I gotta tell you, these guys over at Warner Brothers in DC, they're starting to let it down a little bit, let me down. I love Marvel and I love DC, and I love them just about co-equally, which is odd for a fan to be able to do, but that's me. I'm ambidextral. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Aquaman here is about as good as a, first entry Phase 1 Marvel movie. It isn't, and it's not as good as Wonder Woman either, and I'm not really that big a fan of the Wonder Woman movie. I like it, don't get me wrong. I like it a lot compared to the other ones. So let's break this down. The basic plot here is such that it goes from like a origin story to all of a sudden we're like looking for an artifact, which happens to be the trident. No spoilers. I guess that was kind of a spoiler. Sorry. Whew. And at that point it kind of turns into like National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. And then we got a big showdown with the brother Orm and everything, and Arthur Curry, Khal Drogo. Is he really that sexy, ladies? I mean, I just can't tell. I'm so straight. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Holy cow. He's kind of swarthy, no. Whatever. I don't care. You like who you like. I like what I like. I don't like Aquaman. I do like Aquaman. That's the problem. I've always kind of liked the Aquaman character, and he's got a bad rap out there, especially since, the only real version of Aquaman people have in their heads, people who don't read comics, is like the Super Friends Aquaman, who was super lame. But Aquaman's kind of cool. Like it's not so much about the ability to talk to fish. Of course he can do that, but he's totally capable out of water too. Like, if you took Batman's gadgets away and his car and his money and his cave and his butler, he'd still be Batman. Bruce would still get the job done. I feel that way about Mr. King Arthur Curry Steyer. And so we have this movie that doesn't really know what its tone should be. And that's kind of developing a lot in the DC movies because they're having to scramble because, at first they wanted to be Zack Snyder dark, and now they want to be Marvel fun. And they're not really finding the right balance. You can kind of tell that just basically, here's an example, the music. The music in Aquaman is extremely schizophrenic. Bipolar, man. It doesn't know what it wants. And there's cool moments, there's funny moments, but mostly it's kind of silly. I will say though, unexpectedly, there is something about this movie that is kind of there's like a little bit of cognitive dissonance because you like it. Like there's something deeper going on here that I think audiences, especially those who don't know the comics, they're going to go in, they're going to have all this Aquaman stuff thrown at them, all these characters, Black Manta, King Orm, Atlantis, all that stuff, and they're going to think it's kind of goofy. But then they're going to get to think about it, and they're going to kind of like feel that there's something a little bit different going on here. There's something a little bit under the surface of the water, and maybe I should go see it again, or maybe I did kind of like it, I don't know. But I think that very fact alone is going to make it fairly, successful at the box office. So my basic verdict on this movie is it's a little schizophrenic, it's a little goofy, it's kind of campy, the writing's not as good as it could have been. Swarthy Mr. Aquaman who is super sexy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even questioned that. My God, that man is an Adonis. You know, he does a good job. I mean, come on, you know, he's a cool dude. But I think all in all, it's not that good. That's the review. Not that good, could have been better, but still, deep down, world, you and I both know something about this movie. I think it's the one. So, Jeff Bowl Central is going to give Aquaman. See, I'm waffling here. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I want to get a 6.5, but I don't do 0.5s. I don't have the energy. I'm going to go with 7 out of 10. Kablam! That's your review. Hey, subscribe, like. Jeff Bowl Central will bring you fun new stuff every single weekend. Blow your mind. That Aquaman, he breaks a lot of hearts. I should know.